Hello, I'm Rick Landin. I'm doing a presentation on stroke for Professor Young's wellness class. I chose stroke as my topic because my grandfather died of a stroke, my father had a stroke at 62, and I'm next in line. The medical definition of stroke is a cerebrovascular accident. Basically, cerebro meaning your head, vascular meaning your veins, and you know what an accident is. We have two kinds of stroke here. The hemorrhagic stroke, basically blood flow, bust a vessel or vein, got leakage coming out, making pressure on the brain, not good. You also have an ischemic stroke, got a clot right here, stopping backing up the blood flow back here, no blood flow here, starving for oxygen. All these cells right in here start to die. Not very good either. Did you know Cary Grant and Ron Hubbard both died of a stroke? I guess it doesn't matter if you're good looking or rich, a stroke will still get you. Now once a stroke happens, you're on the clock. The American Stroke Association has come up with an acronym, FAST, F-A-S-T. FAST really doesn't help the victim much, it's more for the person around the victim. Because it's better if you're around someone that's close to you that knows how you act and what you look like. FAST, the F in FAST stands for face, and what that says is that one side of the face droop. If you know the person well, you'll notice it immediately. Ask the person to smile, and if it looks funny, that's a sign. The A is arms. Is one arm weak or numb? Ask the person to raise both arms and see if one drifts downward. The S is for speech. Is the speech slurred? Ask the person to repeat a simple sentence. Is the simple sentence repeated correctly? It's another sign. The T stands for time. If the person shows any of these symptoms, call 911 or get to the hospital immediately. Did you know that Mel Blanc and 2 of the 3 Stooges died of a stroke? I guess it doesn't matter how funny you are, a stroke will get you. Alright, now we know a stroke's bad and we know how to identify it. Let's talk about things that you can actually do about it. There are controllable risk factors. There are uncontrollable risk factors. Let's talk about the controllable risk factors first. The leading cause of stroke is high blood pressure and hypertension. So that's obviously the worst one to contend with. All of these are related into that form basically by blood clots and plaque buildup. Let's start right here. High cholesterol. You got 2 kinds of cholesterols. You got your good cholesterol, HDL, and your bad cholesterol, LDL. Obviously you want HDL to be higher number and LDL to be lower number. The only way to do that, maybe exercise will help a little bit, but I'd be seeking medications for that. Poor diet and physical inactivity, obviously that's going to contribute to high blood pressure and hypertension. So, do a little bit. Cigarette smoking actually doubles your risk. So if you're smoking, you might want to cut that out. Having diabetes doesn't help a whole lot either. When your blood sugar goes high, you got hardened arteries, you got a double whammy. Let's say high blood sugar, which causes plaque buildup, that's bad. Overweight and obesity, same thing. You're going to end up with plaque. Plaque gets in the bloodstream, clogs up vessels in your brain, you have a stroke. Did you know Sebastian Bach and Charles Dickens both died of a stroke. I guess it doesn't matter how artistic you are, a stroke can get you. Alright, now we have the uncontrollable risks. Ain't much you can do about these, but it's good to know about them. Heredity. And this is basically talking about cholesterol here. Some people have high cholesterol and there's nothing they can do about it. Family history. That's the one that's getting me. You know, my grandfather dying, my father's had a stroke. So I'm on the watch. Gender. For some reason, women have more strokes than men. Don't know why. Age. After you turn 55, each decade afterwards, your rate doubles. Your chance of getting a stroke will double for each decade after you turn 55. Health conditions. There's several health conditions here. We don't get into that. Certain medication. Basically, if you got some kind of blood disorder, you're taking medication that's trying to fix another situation, it can be something that might cause you to have a stroke, so look out. Ethnic factor. African Americans seem to have more strokes than any other ethnic group. 3. Did you know that Richard Nixon and Al Capone both died of a stroke? I guess it doesn't matter if you're a crook or not. A stroke can get you. I'd like to mention briefly, you probably everybody's seen the food pyramid. Basically, the food pyramid is to teach you how to eat healthy and be healthy. The best way to prevent a stroke is just be healthy. Get one of these and make your own choices about it. It's kind of, vague in what you should and shouldn't do, but I recommend you get a dietitian if you need one. I'd like to also say that once you've had a stroke, you are 10 times more likely to have another stroke. And stroke is the leading cause of disability in America anyway. So if you think about that for a minute, basically when you're down and you are not, if you don't recuperate completely from your first stroke, you got a monster that's trying to get you again. Don't let that happen. I hope you got something from this. I know I did. And be healthy and don't die of a stroke.